Welcome, Blood Fang.
So angled.
Yeah. Hello, Blood Fang. How are you? Hi. First Extinction as a pack together. I first want to start about the pack sorting ceremony.
What happened was 3 of us got blindfolded, and then we one at a time put one name in one different tribe until we had filled out 3 whole tribes.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, as we look at the final list, this is the tribe that I wanted to be with. So it was really a bummer when we lost the challenge. I didn't think that was going to happen. But I do like this group of people.
Yeah. So did you have a strategy when you were picking who goes where?
We tried to balance the tribes. I don't think we succeeded very well because we ended up with a lot of athleticism over here, but apparently we couldn't do a puzzle. But that was the idea going into it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the reason we tried to balance the tribes is because the 3 of us didn't know which tribe we'd be with.
Right.
So no one wanted to take the risk of, oh, this is going to be the tribe that gets demolished.
Yep. And Dwan, how was last night? Was it any better than night 1? Or than the night before?
Night 1, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still cold, but the heat. I don't like the cold anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
That's hilarious because I cannot stand. Like I appreciate the cold.
So did you have a good night of sleep last night?
Yeah, I was hot actually. First dance, but then the sleeping bag that I have, my luxury item, that's a 0-degree bag, so it's more meant for colder weather. So.
Yes. Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Does anyone not have a sleeping bag as their luxury item? Okay.
Downtime.
Deck of cards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll
Maybe I
play
could like make it into a big blanket or something.
Well, what I'll say is maybe you could win the next challenge, not come to Extinction, then you could play with your deck of cards. Yep.
True.
Yep.
That makes sense. There is them.
There is that. There is that. All right, Renzo, paint a picture for me. What happened at camp with the fossils and the dinosaur eggs?
Oh, it was so dark. It was impossible to see anything
Yeah.
without flashlight. But once we got there were like fossils and eggs that are easy to find. But there were like, I think it was me and Anna who just cannot find anything. And at night, I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm being strategic. I'm saving the production team some time and energy and to mitigate the risk of getting injured or something. So I slept. When I woke up, I found the fossil.
Nice.
But yeah, so I was like so proud. Anyways, I'm bad at looking at it and finding things, and we actually did not know what it was about, so we were just like, why bother thinking if there's so much to nothing to base it upon.
Yeah, right. It's a good opportunity to look in the woods for things because everyone is instructed to do so.
I agree. I feel like a lot of people were helping me, but they had other reasons why they wanted to help me.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, so Maris, how did it feel when you found out that you were not one big Pangea anymore and you were going to split into these 3 packs?
Yeah, it was sort of bittersweet, right, to know that we had built these bonds with people and we had had time with them at camp, and now we'll all be in different camps tonight, away from the people we might have really connected with.
Yeah.
But it feels like now we can really start to play a game we know in a smaller tribe with less to juggle.
Yeah. So, with that, only being 6 people compared to having 18 people right now, I want to have everyone go around. We're going to do our 1 word here, and give me 1 word for how it was strategizing with 6 versus 18.
too intense.
I say confusing.
Chase?
Just hurtful.
Hurtful?
I was gonna say better.
We're on different sides of the coin.
Scary.
So hurtful and better. Those are
different.
very different words. Chase, why was it hurtful for you?
Or on YouTube. It got brought to my attention that I'm being, well, I'm not being this, but they, people think I'm being like racial or racist, and I'm not. Like, it's not my day to day, and it's like, and I know that there's people that believe in me and that kind of stuff, but like it's just hard to hear that it's like, oh, it's another white straight man. Like, he's obviously voting me because I'm not white or straight or whatever, and it's painful. Like, I don't know. I love life too much to let that be a problem for other people. So.
That's pretty deep.
And nobody called you a racist. Nobody.
Q, do you think the challenge revealed anything about what's going on with the other packs, the dynamics, and
No. The answer is probably, but I was so focused on our tribe that I wasn't really paying attention.
can you speak up?
Yeah, sorry. Like, I was just so focused on like our tribe and like winning that challenge. I was not even focused on the other people. Yeah, I honestly picked up nothing.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes to this round of voting, how does the other people on the other packs, does that play into how you vote today?
I'm gonna say no, because this is the sixth that we're with. We don't know if we're gonna get swaps, when we're merging again. So yeah, I can't think about those other people. Yeah, we have relationships, but this is the 5 people I have to play with right now.
Yeah, I'll double down on that if I may. Because I've heard that some people might think I wasn't playing much strategy or game talks before the 3 tribes of 6. But for me, it kind of makes sense. Like, you just wanted to socialize. I may. And when chaos things and your name comes out, you just have to speak up. And I think that's what happened with me and you. And you admitted it, that you messed up. It was your mistake. So I don't know. I'm just like telling you, we can still work together in the future, and nobody is calling you anything, and actions does not tell anything about who you are, how you love life, how you love people from different backgrounds. There's nothing. That's nothing. I'm just Asian man. I'm usually the only Asian man in an allergy or something, and I'm not sure if that's also the case for you. So of course, for the first few hours, we were gravitated towards together, and not to add that we were in the same pack 4 times segmentation. We were always at the same time, and I feel like if it's 2 white people that if that happens to them, they don't have to avoid each other. But I intentionally avoided you and have the least small talking with you, starting the third one that we were in the team together. So upon hearing people that we're still a pair, it kind of makes me sad. Like the excitement I had in the game at the beginning. Oh, there are 3 Asians in the cast. That's something. That's something to celebrate. And I don't have to do a lot of game talk with. And now I'm establishing that I'm gonna be loyal to this 6 because that's really how I want it to be. Pain or if it become uncomfortable, but it would also hurt me if I don't say that we
there are implicit biases and they're not something that is intentional. But if you don't talk about them, it will just continue and continue.
And just perception's reality, so it's tough. Like, you want it to, like, when you notice something in Survivor, like, you say something to other people that you're trying to create trust with. And because if they see it, it's actually true, and if you show truth, it just gets a little more trust with people. And even if it's only momentarily that it's happening, it's still the truth in that moment. And so, I'm not, like, anything I've said, like, it was all based on what I've noticed. And if it's changed, it's changed. But, like, like I said, I wasn't targeting you because of, because you brought up Asians, and I'm like, I'm not targeting you because you're Asian.
I did
And
never
that's,
said
no,
that.
I know, I get that, but that's, when you said those words, it makes you feel that way, right? And so, and it makes you start being a little presumptuous, or at least me being presumptuous of what your thoughts are, and maybe I should tone back and not think of what your thoughts are and just think what my thoughts are.
And I was just explicitly stating the facts. There was a duo of two biracial women, and then we tried to different like tear them apart, and then there's now two Asian men, and now we're trying to separate them. You,
Yeah. And that's where I come from. Is like you bring up the last vote, and hang on, you bring up the last vote, and it's not me trying to say anything like, but like if you're bringing up other races too, it makes you assume that that's what you're telling me.
okay, I have two things. I'm not saying it's on you. It's the optics. It's the narrative that this game is trying to say. And that's not just on you. It's everyone in this game. And second, I'm also just coming from what I've heard that you were the ones pushing the Angela and Destiny that they're like a duo. And you actually told that to me, so that's not a lie.
Yeah, and because I see them together a lot.
But it's very normal to feel safe for you to bond, especially on the first few hours of someone you're comfortable with.
And I'm sorry. If, like I said, if you get out of this game at any point and you see my exit, or not my exit video, my professional, please take a look, because I'm trying to be honest with you. This is not that. So.
I am going to end on maybe a positive note that you all can go around and say one thing that you have learned about yourself in this game so far.
I really love how adventurous I've become because I don't like camping. I don't like doing anything outside of my comfort zone really. So to be here, like living outdoors, hungry AF, like I'm pretty proud of myself for taking on a challenge like this.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised at how like sociable I've been. Like, I'm usually not like a group person, and it's hard for me to like get to know 21 different people. But I feel like I honestly had like an honest conversation with everyone here. So yeah, that, and the fact that I was able to hold a sandbag for 4.5 hours, kind of crazy because I tried that at home and it lasted like 10 seconds. So it's amazing what like willpower and like what your tribe, like tribe immunity.
I'm gonna get a little bit emotional, but in a positive way. I grew up doing very good in school and felt very sharp. In the past 5-6 years, I felt less of that. In particular, I've talked about this with my mother. My memory has gotten worse, and I don't know if that's true or why, but it was hard for me because I think being sharp and witty was part of my identity. Um, And so I was honest with everyone I talked to yesterday before the challenge and said, oh, I suck at memory, this isn't going to work. But being able to get 14 out of 15 of those right really meant something to me.
Chase?
I've learned I need to step back, view a bigger picture, and just go with it. Like, and go a little slower. 'Cause I play this game hard and fast, and it might be an issue and later, but and even right now. But like maybe throwing it back and just look back and relax and notice more and don't talk as much.
Maris?
Yeah, I'm really proud so far of my ability to connect with people. I often come into a group setting or something like this really worried about the way people will perceive me, and sometimes I really clam up because of that. But I really, coming into this game, wanted to be more social, to really make connections, and I'm proud of the connections I've made.
Renzo?
I know I'm an emotional person. I have a big heart, and I cannot change that about myself. But I say this game has confirmed that I'm strong.
Yep. All right, if anyone wants to say anything else before you go off and vote, now would be the time to do so. All right, we'll get to the vote. We'll start with Renzo.
All right, everyone. That was a bit of a emotional extinction. I want to comment there that, there's definitely some emotionally charged conversation about race. Those are never easy topics for anyone to deal with. Renzo was talking about how he's so excited that there's 3 Asians on the cast this year, and how as an Asian, sometimes you have to come into this and separate yourself from the others, even though for some white people, and that's valid, right? Those feelings are valid. Chase got really emotional. I think there was some self-reflection going on there, as well as some perception, either perception that people had of him, maybe some perception that he had of others, and I think he summed it up with something we all feel all the time, which is perception becomes people's reality. So I know there's been a lot of talk about professionals earlier, and he did talk about that. So I think it was sort of down between Chase and Renzo. I guess we're gonna see what happens here, but that was I would say one of our first really emotional tribal councils that we've had. Or extinctions rather, excuse me. The other 2 tribes are enjoying their mac and cheese right now. They're enjoying their nice new camps. We'll post some footage of those camps a little bit later on today, and give you guys the inside scoop there. So if you're not already in it, join our viewers lounge. If you are not following us on YouTube already, please follow us on YouTube. Please also join our Survive group page, as well as Survive Live, which is the page that we're posting most of this content to, as well as YouTube. And of course we have Instagram. It's survive_LRG. So give us a follow. Check us out for some more inside scoop in our viewers lounge, and this is going to be a quick vote. So all the other ones, we've had people voting in the teens, and this is a pretty small group, so we're going to head on back and see what happens.
Hugh? I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. Chase. It's 1 vote Chase. Next vote. Hugh. 1 vote Chase, 1 vote Hugh. That's 1 vote Chase, 1 vote Hugh, 1 vote Renzo. 1 vote Chase, 1 vote Renzo. Renzo. We have 2 votes Hugh, 2 votes Renzo, 1 vote Chase. Next vote, and 4th person voted out of Survive Season 3, Renzo. Renzo, please bring me your torch.
It's okay.
You can put your stuff down. Leave it there.
It's okay.
Renzo, your pack has spoken.
Thank you.
Let's go this. We'll get your stuff. Take your torch. Well, there was a lot that was revealed at that Extinction. It looks like you'll have a lot to do to patch up some things in order to stay strong and head back to camp.
Okay, well, Extinction has ended, and it was 3 votes Renzo, 2 votes Chase, 1 vote Hugh. And Renzo has joined our Extinction. 4th person to join, moving on into our next immunity challenge. So stay tuned. We'll be coming back at you live. Stay tuned. We'll be coming back at you live shortly. We're just going to transition over to the challenge field, and we'll see you soon.